Hey, MJ traders and investors. It is Rod with Powell Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for a cannabis sector review. And in today's video, we're going to review the Canadian and the US sector. We're going to take a look at the Medmen stock and see what's going on there. It had huge gains on the day today. So before we jump into today's content, make sure to smash the like. It shows me some support, and consider subscribing to the channel. So we'll go over some news and events. We'll look at the Medmen chart, and then we'll go over the US cannabis sector as a whole and the Canadian sector. So Medmen, courtesy of Investor Place. So why was Medmen soaring today? It saw an uptick, an 830% surge in trading volume compared to its normal volume. And this came after Democratic senators said that they would make marijuana reform a legislative priority. We also saw MSOS, the ETF, was up big today. And also Medmen to announce second quarter fiscal 2021 financial results on February 16th. So that's coming up. So if you are holding, you'll have to determine whether or not you're going to take profit before that. If you are, then you can potentially trim or go to 100% to cash. Personally, I don't play earnings, but something you'll need to determine here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll look at the chart here for Medmen. So on the monthly time frame, we'll just expand this here. We're pretty much just been going sideways, but we did form, we have the low here. We have a new low at 14 cents, and we essentially double bottomed here. So we have the low, high, double bottom. If we break above 53 cents, that's going to be a monthly trend change. And we also have EMA 12 there on the monthly as well, which is sitting at 45.7 cents. Taking a look at the weekly chart. So the weekly chart is in an uptrend with a low, high, higher low established at 15 cents and into a higher high. We broke above 27.5 cents, and we're seeing huge volume as we alluded to earlier. On the day, huge volume. We'll just reset this. A little bit of upper wick of profit taking into the end of the day, which wasn't surprising. And we did have resistance rate at 33.5 cents, which we closed above at 35. So that's a point in favor of the bulls, but keep in mind that we could probably see a inside bar tomorrow and tightening range based on the size of this candle and the range of this price action today. We haven't formed a daily higher low since back here at 19 cents. So that's our most important daily support, but we need to lose the hourly uptrends. That's going to be the most important guide. As long as we can maintain the hourly uptrend, then bulls are in full control. We also have EMA 12 there as well to be watching. And just taking a look at the 5-minute chart and see into the end of the day. So we did see an uptick in sell volume, but ultimately bulls bought the dip and found a base of support there off EMA 26. We'll take a look at the weekly time frames. So we did consolidate on the weekly, and we dipped below the 10-week moving average down here at around 20 cents. So that would have been a nice entry. The MACD is starting to cross bullish, and the stochastic is very bullish as well. Take a look at the moving averages on the weekly. We are now above the 50 weekly moving average, and the 100 weekly moving average is all the way up at $1.22. So that's a long ways away, not yet overbought on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we are now overbought. We did have a cross of the 50 and the 100-day moving average, and we could be seeing a potential bull cross here of the 50 and the 200-day, which is a golden cross. We'll continue to monitor that, but the MACD absolutely skyrocketed today. And we'll take a look. There was the VWAP as well. That was a good signal on the weekly. Yeah, right here. So you can see when we were consolidating, we had the 20-period moving average on the weekly, and we had the VWAP, which we tested right down on. And again, we were scouting weekly higher lows. We were looking for daily trend changes. We were looking for these longer term pullbacks. If you are bullish in these names, or if you're bullish cannabis, this is the type of pullback that you want to see, is weekly consolidation, daily consolidation after a huge bull move and positive news of US legalization coming down the pipeline. Then you bet there's going to be people willing to buy the dip. So nice entry there off of the weekly VWAP. So we'll take a look at the rest of the US sector. So MJNA, KBEV, and HITI, HERV up the most. I've still got my position in KBEV. We hit about 9 cents the other day and saw a 25% gain there today. So still holding strong on that one. On the bear list, we had TAUG, BMMJ, CRA, BAMM. So BAM, right back down to my entry where I entered before the earnings report, but essentially still holding that one, and that one's going to be a long-term hold for me. CL was up over 7% today, Cresco Labs. So we still have yet to start daily consolidation, so we need to remain cautious here. The low of the day today is going to be important tomorrow. If we lose the low of the day today tomorrow, then daily consolidation will be underway. Or if we lose the low of the day tomorrow, the next day, we need to break that low of the previous daily candle, and that will signify daily consolidation. And hourly uptrend is going to be the most important as well. We saw increasing bull volume in the end of the day and a nice base of support there formed off of EMA 12. So that's going to be a line in the sand as well. Cura saw a little bit of upper wick of profit taking, but holding EMA 12 as well. And on the daily time frame, again, same deal, have been formed a daily higher low. So we need to be cautious of a daily lower high compared to all-time high at 2118. And that's probably the most likely scenario at this point. And we may have already said it, but again, we need to lose the low of the previous daily candle to be absolutely confident. GTII up over 3%. Today, it started daily consolidation, lost the low of yesterday after a bearish reversal candle and a huge upper wick, but bulls bought the dip and it's still a daily bull flag. At this point, it could be a little signal that we could be seeing daily consolidation on most of the US MSOs, but let's take a look at MSOS, the ETF, no daily consolidation there. Trulieve was a little weaker yesterday, no daily consolidation there. So we'll ignore that. We'll consider it an anomaly for right now. GTII, so obviously a little bit weaker there because it did form a higher low. So we did start daily consolidation. So in comparison to its peers, we're going to consider that an anomaly and just ignore that. If there was 2 out of 4 of the MSOs that were showing daily consolidation, we could potentially expect that. But because it's just one name and the majority of the sector hasn't started daily consolidation, I will expect us to test the highs of today and yesterday tomorrow. So we'll see if we get follow through into tomorrow. And MSOS, I'm still swinging a position in this ETF. So again, hourly uptrend is our guide. If we break the low of the previous day, daily consolidation is underway, but we are in blue sky breakout. Closed at the high of the day, all-time high close. And volume was over the 20-period moving average volume. We are getting overbought, but we cooled off the daily RSI, and the weekly chart looks fantastic as well. So we'll jump over to Canadian MJ. So CGC daily inside bar, a lot of daily inside bars on watch, but on the bull list, we had Fire, RIV, VLNS, VFF, and Labs. On the bear list, we had ACB, APHA, CGC, Cron, Hexo. So not sure if that's sorted properly. There we go. SNDL, ACB, PCLO, CGC, Hexo, APHA, Cron leading the decline. SNDL down about 5%. Daily consolidation already started, broke the daily inside bar bearish. So let's take a look at some of our other names. ACB broke its daily inside bar, so clearly weaker than US MJ. So US standing out as stronger today. APHA daily inside bar. So we've already seen a couple names break their inside bars. Those were some of the tier 2, tier 3 names, but all the tier 1, CGC, APHA, Cron, all daily inside bars. We did have a little bit of a break there on Cron by 2 pennies, but still came back within. Hexo, daily inside bar. Let's take a look at TLRY. So TLRY did see daily consolidation and on the break of the low of yesterday. And we filled that gap. So that's notable. But Tilray earnings coming up here in March. So that's a little ways away. But at this point on CGC, we're going to be watching on Canadian MJ these daily inside bars. If we break bullish, we'll be looking to new highs, obviously. If we break bearish, then we'll be starting daily consolidation, and the hourly uptrend is going to be our guide as well. If we lose the hourly uptrend or confirm an hourly downtrend, then that's going to indicate daily consolidation. But looking to form a base of support here off EMA 12 here. BFF up over 5% today. Saw some decent volume and a nice strong day in comparisons to its peers. Broke the high of yesterday. BFF's been a little bit weaker in terms of the bigger LPs, and today could just be a little bit of a laggard catching up. But we had inside bars on most names. Some names started daily consolidation, and BFF continues its daily bounce. But at this point, we're just going to anticipate a lower high compared to 15.05 and $15 psychological. We haven't formed a daily high or low, a clear daily high or low since down here at 1137. We have a little mini one here at 1158 as well. But if we do break the low of the day tomorrow, daily consolidation will be underway, and we'll be watching for a potential top fish and double top here at 1505. After 1505, lack of resistance until 1691 and then 1810, which is all-time highs. So congrats to the BFF bulls. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other tickers you'd like covered, or if you have anything you'd like clarified, just let me know. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a MJ Sector check-in, and we'll see you tomorrow after market close. Have a great night, everyone.